Hello, welcome to a bold and distant future. This is Roy here. Looks like Roy's going to do a solo show today, which is fine. I'm prepared and ready to go. I always like to have a couple of voices around because it's nice to hear different points of view, but when we can't, Roy vows to go forward doing his solo shows. I know we did a show yesterday, August 29th, but we're doing a follow-up show today just because there was so much in the news. It's hard to cover the week's news in 20 minutes, let me tell you. But thank you for being here, and please like and subscribe and share our videos out to other people who might be interested in following along. We have an Instagram page as well, check that out, and a Facebook page. As the summer heat tends to cook us all, we have Labor Day ahead of us, day after tomorrow. There will be protests on Labor Day. If you need to find one, go to the website 5051. You'll find a Labor Day protest somewhere near your house, your home, your neighborhood. And if you can't find one, start one yourself. Bring a friend. 2 people on the sidewalk holding a sign, talking to people that come by. That's a protest. That's enough. We need courageous people in some of these difficult areas to get out on the streets and show their displeasure. It's your right as an American. If we don't do it, they might make it illegal. Who knows? So 5051 presents you with a map, a sort of interactive map, and you can see all across the country, each dot represents a region with a number of protests going on. So you can see they're all over the place. So get in there and check them out. And let's continue our boycott of the Kennedy Center. I'm going to keep railing against this as we move forward because Trump wants to rename the Kennedy Center the Trump Kennedy Center. He wants to invade this, I would call it a cathedral of our American arts. Please boycott the Kennedy Center until Trump takes his fingers off of it. So let's check out some of our news stories for the week. It's nice to have some other voices around here. Roy will soldier on. I hope this meme isn't too mean-spirited. Dad, how did you meet Mom? Dad replies, stop talking about Epstein. We've got to keep talking about Epstein. Trump's health is worrisome. These images that have been circulating of these weird bruises under his skin, which look reminiscent of, someone who's had some kind of IV, but then there are other diseases apparently that have a similar occurrence of this manifesting on someone's hands. So no one really knows, and they're not being forthcoming about it. What they did put front and center was the U.S.'s takeover of a 10% stake in Intel. And this, again, they say here in this NBC News article that it's a Trump flex. He's trying to control big business, and they're capitulating. They really want to be in Trump's good graces, so they'll give away 10% of their company. But this money's going to the U.S. Why don't they just raise their taxes? Just a thought. I need someone who has a degree in economics to come and some business background to come in and walk me through what this means. Is this some kind of fascist socialism where the government takes control over private businesses? Trump's claiming it's a good deal for America. Is it? This show could get pretty short. I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of dead air on this program today. It might be a rather short show. Well, Jack White stood up to Trump, and it all started with a kind of a small tweet that he made where he was critical of the decor in the Oval Office. It wasn't a political rant, it was more of a interior decorating kind of criticism. But Jack White then fired back a longer missive expressing exactly what he felt. Here's the original photograph and the caption underneath that the official Jack White page put out. Here's a close-up look, and what Jack White wrote is, "Look at how disgusting Trump has transformed the historic White House. It's now a vulgar, gold-leafed, and gaudy professional wrestler's dressing room. Can't wait for the UFC match on the front lawn, too. He's almost fully achieved the movie Idiocracy. Look at his disgusting taste. Would you even buy a used car from this con man, let alone give him the nuclear codes? A gold-plated Trump Bible would look perfect up on the mantle, with a pair of Trump shoes on either side, wouldn't it? What an embarrassment to American history." Also pictured in this photograph, a real leader of a nation in a black suit. 3, which is Jack White III. That's how he signs things, 3. Seems like a harmless opinion, but then one of Trump's press officers responded. The fellow that responded is Stephen Chung, and he went out after Jack White. They call him a White House spokesperson, and he rushed to Trump's defense. At the top is Stephen Chung's response, and you can see Jack White is a washed-up has-been loser, ... Pause this if you want to read it. I'm not going to put this up for the entirety and read the whole thing, but it's 2 pages, and then Jack White's portion starts there, and this is a continuation of Jack White's response back, which is well worth reading. Take a look at it. It's so true. He's not helping you unless you fit into his white supremacist country club. Last week, we talked about NATO visiting the White House, and this woman, her name is Ursula von der Leyen. She's the president of the European Commission. And we had some questions about who the European Commission were and what they do. They're a governing body. The European Commission is the primary executive branch of the European Union. It operates as a cabinet government with a number of members of the Commission corresponding to 2/3 of the number of member states, unless the European Council decides to alter this number. So I still don't know how this European Commission dovetails with NATO, but there's overlapping interests, obviously. But it's been around since 1958. Here they are. Here's the commission. They call them the College of Commissioners. So at the front there, in her blue jacket, is Ursula von der Leyen, and these are the 27 members of the college. It's a pretty diverse group. There's quite a few women represented. Well, this is a Donald Trump tweet, which I find disturbing because he's wanting again to change the museums in Washington to his liking. And this is what he wrote. The museums throughout Washington, but all over the country, are essentially the last remaining segment of woke. And he goes on and on. The Smithsonian is out of control. How bad slavery was. Wow. We can't have museums talking about how bad slavery was. And of course, we have the hottest country in the world. This is exactly what Gavin Newsom is doing to troll Trump, is using this same language. Bravo, Gavin Newsom. So here's Newsom's response. Wow, Fox News can't stop talking about me. Gavin C. Newsom, America's favorite governor. Tonight, their entire primetime lineup was about me. Jesse Waters kept calling me daddy. Very weird. Not interested, but thank you. Sean Hannity, very nice guy. Nearly cried because I don't take his advice. Sorry, Sean. Then they dragged out the B team of dum-dums. Meatball Ron, Tommy Toilet Lauren, and Teddy Cancun Cruz. He even flew back special from Mexico. All whining about me. GCN. They had to play the music to shut Ted up. About my beautiful hair. I get it. So jealous. Total disaster. MAGA hates me because they hate you. They hate that California is the fourth biggest economy in the world. They hate that crime is down, that we're number one in farming. I love the farmers. Manufacturing, tourism, and tech. All while we give affordable health care, free school meals, make America pregnant again, paid baby leave for moms. They should not return anyway. $20 minimum wage and so much more for the people. They hate that Democrats are winning. Fox and MAGA have Newsom derangement syndrome. They should cry harder. Sad. GCN. Newsom derangement syndrome. That's so true. I love that. Newsom has found the perfect angle to mock Trump and undermine his supposed authority. Keep at it. the Governor Newsom press office, I applaud you. Thank you. Well, this has been a quick Roy solo show, A Bold and Distant Future. We hope you come back and find us, like and subscribe, visit our Instagram page, visit our Facebook page, tell a friend, share our content out. Let's spread the word. And if you don't like what you hear here, start your own podcast. Come on. Now is the time to speak out. Now is the time to organize. I hope everyone has a safe and productive protest Labor Day, Monday, Labor Day, September 1st. Take care, everyone.